Molar mass is the mass in grams of 1 mole of a substance. In fact, it's always numerically equal to its formula weight in AMUs. So if we look at the example above, we start with the simplest, which is water. Water, as we know, is composed of 2 hydrogens and 1 oxygen. And it's the sum of these parts that give us the molar mass. So hydrogens each weigh 1.01 grams per mole, and then oxygen is 16.00 grams per mole. We add those together and we get the 18.02 grams per mole, or the molar mass of water is 18 grams per mole. So let's look at a little more complex problem, which would be asked if what's the molar mass of sucrose, C12H22O11. In this case, we have 12 carbons, 22 hydrogens, and 11 oxygens. So from the periodic table, we get the AMUs, or the grams per mole, of each of these atoms. So for carbon, it's 12.01 grams per mole. And for hydrogen, it's 1.01 grams per mole. And then oxygen is 16.00 grams per mole. After we've multiplied the number of atoms of each of those times the weights we find off the periodic table, we add them together, and in this case we get 342.34 grams per mole. So the molar mass of sucrose is easily calculated by just summing up the parts of each of those atoms. Now, students get a little confused when they see something like calcium nitrate. So calcium nitrate, there's 1 calcium, there's 2 nitrogens involved, and there are 6 oxygens. Students miscalculate the number of atoms in each because they forget to distribute the 2. So if we look in the upper right-hand corner, we see that there's actually 2 nitrates for every single calcium. And this will help us, if we remember this, then we can easily calculate that we have 164 grams per mole is the molar mass for calcium nitrate. Again, you can either think of it as distributing the 2 when you see the parentheses, or you can picture the image in the upper right-hand corner. Now, the molar mass of aluminum hydroxide is the same issue as the calcium nitrate. That is the parentheses. Aluminum, there's an implied 1 as a subscript. And so we have 1 aluminum, and we have 3 hydrogens and 3 oxygens. We add those up, and we get the 78 grams per mole. Okay, so now it's your turn. Go ahead and figure out what is the molar mass of methanol, or CH3OH. And here's a hint. Some kids forget that there are 4 hydrogens.